talk about 3 great ways to find new books for your book club that you might not have thought of before. Today I want to talk about a few places you can look for new books for your book club to read that you might not have thought about before. Lots of times book clubs don't realize that the displays of books at the front of bookstores are paid for by publishers. In fact, those placements cost thousands of dollars. So when you go shopping in the bookstore, and a lot of the stuff that you read online is really paid promotion, even though it looks as if it's being independently curated. Is this a problem? Not necessarily, but what tends to happen is an echo chamber is created in which just a few books that are published every year are the books that everybody's talking about. But thousands and thousands of books have been published that nobody's discovered, and a lot of them are really great books. Research tells us that the top ways in which readers and book clubs find their books is through email, newsletters, through blog postings, through recommendations from friends, and from reviews that are printed in newspapers and magazines. But these aren't the only places for you to find great books. I'm going to tell you about 3 other sources that you and your book club might want to use for finding your next reads. The first great place to look is the IPPY Awards. These are independent publishing awards. They've been around since 1996, and they honor the best books of the year published by independent presses, university presses, and even self-published by the authors themselves. So these are books that you're not likely to see on that front display area in your local bookstore. But the IPPYs give awards in 80 different categories. So you're going to find great selections from them in literary, fiction, contemporary fiction, historical fiction, romance, mystery, pretty much anything you could think of. Another great source is a publication called Kirkus Reviews. It's really intended for booksellers and librarians to find the books that they want to stock on their shelves, but it's great for readers too. Kirkus actually has a really reader-friendly website. They give thumbs up and thumbs down to some new books, and they also have a daily featured fiction read and a non-fiction read. So this is a website you can bookmark and return to again and again with your book club to see what might be interesting to you. Another great place to check is the new books section of your library. Those books are shelved and curated by the librarians, not by paid endorsements from the publishers. So you know when you go into your library to browse that new book section, you might find some kind of quirky stuff depending on who your librarians are and what they're interested in. And product placement has nothing to do with payment. It has everything to do with books the librarians think you're going to like. The more traditional ways your book club is going about looking for books are probably also just fine. But next time you're looking for a read for your list, broaden your horizons a little bit and try one of these sources for finding new books that your book club will enjoy. Read on!